Throughout 2025, Christians around the world will be celebrating the 1700th anniversary of the Nicene Creed. This is more than a historical milestone. It's a moment to reflect on a statement of faith that has shaped Christianity for centuries. The Nicene Creed is something that many of us are familiar with. We recite it in worship, especially on festival days. But how often do we pause to consider what we're really saying? Where did the Nicene Creed come from, and why does it still matter for us today? I want to take you back on a journey to the year 325, to the city of Nicaea in modern-day Turkey, where a council of Christian leaders gathered to answer a pressing question. Who is Jesus? Now, in the early years of Christianity, believers were wrestling with some deep theological questions. And one of the biggest debates was about Jesus' relationship to God the Father. Everyone agreed that Jesus was unique, more than a prophet, someone with divine authority. But how did Jesus exactly relate to God the Father? There was a teacher back then named Arius who had an answer. And Arius argued that since there is only one true God, Jesus the Son must have been created by God. In other words, there was a time when Jesus did not exist, according to Arius. This idea grew and it became known as Arianism after the author. But it also raised some big concerns. Like, if Jesus was created and was not fully God, how then could he bring salvation to humanity? And how can we worship him without violating monotheism, which is the belief in one God only? Well, this controversy, it grew so intense among the churches, among the bishops, that it didn't just become a church matter. It became a political and social issue. And that's where Emperor Constantine steps in. In 313, Constantine issued what's called the Edict of Milan, making Christianity a legally tolerated religion in the Roman Empire. After just a few short years, he called for a council, then a gathering of bishops from all over the empire to settle this dispute. Now, the council met in the city of Nicaea in 325, and after much debate, they produced what we now call the Nicene Creed. This creed declared that Jesus was not created, but rather eternally begotten of the Father. Phrase sound familiar? Of the same essence of God. And the Greek word, of course, is homoousios. Try saying that one 3 times fast. Homoousios means of being one being. The Nicene Creed affirms that Jesus is God from God, light from light, true God from true God, that Jesus was begotten, not made, and that he is of one being with the Father. In other words, Jesus is not a lesser divine being. He is God. And this is central to our Christian faith because only God can bring salvation. The Nicene Creed, it didn't just settle everything overnight, though. In fact, the debate continued on, and there was another council later in the century in 321, which expanded the creed to clarify the role of the Holy Spirit. But what started at Nicaea became the foundation of Christian theology for centuries to come. Now, some of you might be asking, why does an ancient creed in 325 matter 1700 years later? in 2025. And here's why. Number one, the Creed unites us. Across the flavors of Christianity, across the traditions, Lutheran, Roman Catholic, Eastern Orthodox, all the other types of Protestantism, the Nicene Creed is a shared confession of faith. That means we all agree on it. Well, most of it. Number two, it anchors us in that a world of changing ideas and shifting beliefs. The Nicene Creed reminds us of the core of our faith, that Jesus Christ is fully God and fully human, and through him we are saved. And finally, the Nicene Creed offers us an invitation to go deeper in our faith. I mean, saying the words are just one thing, living them are another. The Nicene Creed challenges you and I to trust in the God that it proclaims, to follow this God, Jesus, to be transformed by the Holy Spirit. So as we celebrate this 1700th anniversary, I want to invite you to take another look at the Nicene Creed. Don't just recite it when we do in church. Reflect on it. What does it mean to you? How does it shape your faith? Because when we say we believe in one God, we're joining this long and beautiful tradition, one that continues to proclaim the good news of Jesus Christ to this broken world. Thanks so much for watching our forum. I'd love to hear your opinions. Leave them in the comments, please. Like this video if you did, and don't forget to subscribe. And remember, Emmanuel, God is with you.